ChatGPT, relate AM to the movie The Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. The Ten Commandments is a sweeping story about slavery, liberation, faith, miracles, identity, obedience, and the journey from bondage to freedom. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM, it becomes a powerful symbolic portrayal of the mind's journey out of the ego's thought system and into the remembrance of God. At its heart, the movie asks, how do we become free? ACIM answers, freedom comes through awakening from the belief in separation. Egypt as the ego's kingdom. Egypt symbolizes a state of bondage, control, fear, scarcity, oppression. ACIM teaches that the ego's thought system is a prison built upon guilt and fear. The Israelites' slavery can be viewed as a symbol of the mind trapped within the ego. The movie beautifully reflects this condition. Moses and identity. Moses begins the story believing he is one thing, then discovers he is something entirely different. His entire self-concept is challenged. ACIM teaches that awakening begins when we question the identity we have made for ourselves. The movie beautifully illustrates this undoing. The call of God. The burning bush symbolizes the call to awaken, a call that cannot be ignored forever. ACIM teaches that the Holy Spirit continuously calls us home. The movie beautifully reflects this divine invitation. The journey out of bondage. Leaving Egypt is not merely a physical journey. It is a transformation of consciousness. The ego resists change. The Israelites repeatedly look backward. ACIM teaches that the mind often clings to familiar suffering rather than embrace uncertain freedom. The movie powerfully illustrates this tendency. Miracles. The film contains many miraculous events. ACIM teaches that miracles are shifts in perception. The outer miracles symbolize the deeper miracle, the movement from fear to trust, from slavery to freedom, from separation to remembrance. The parting of the sea. One of the film's most powerful symbols is the parting of the Red Sea. What appears impossible becomes possible. ACIM teaches that when we follow divine guidance, obstacles dissolve in ways the ego cannot comprehend. The sea symbolizes the barriers created by fear. The miracle reveals they have no lasting power. The wilderness. The wilderness represents the transitional stage of awakening. The old identity has been left behind. The new awareness is not yet fully accepted. ACIM teaches that the undoing process can feel uncertain because the ego's foundations are dissolving. The movie beautifully reflects this stage. The law and the heart. The Ten Commandments symbolize divine order, yet ACIM invites us even deeper, beyond obedience to rules, toward inner guidance. The Holy Spirit writes truth upon the heart rather than merely upon stone tablets. The movie can be viewed as a step toward this deeper realization. Trust versus fear. Throughout the story, fear and trust continually compete. Fear focuses on appearances. Trust follows guidance. ACIM teaches that every moment presents this same choice. The movie beautifully illustrates the power of trust. The central reflection. The ego watches the Ten Commandments and asks, how do I survive? Who is in control? Can I trust what I cannot see? The Holy Spirit watches the Ten Commandments and asks, am I willing to leave the kingdom of fear and follow the call of love? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a powerful allegory of awakening. Egypt symbolizes the ego's prison. Moses symbolizes the call to remember. The Promised Land symbolizes the peace of God. The deepest message may be, the ego teaches that we are slaves to fear, circumstance, and limitation. The Holy Spirit teaches that freedom is our natural inheritance. The journey home begins when we stop listening to fear and start following the voice that calls us beyond appearances. Every miracle reminds us that what seems impossible to the ego is natural to God. Go to mwge.org to find mystical quotes and a brief write-up by David Hoffmeister.